So good evening. We are back again. We are going to talk about Gibraltar guards, stat pad guards, scores against the worst teams in the league guard. Yay! All the top teams in Europe apparently want him. Of course they do. Woohoo! Yes, the best PR on the planet goes to Martin Odegaard. Of course, that's why this club probably signed him. But anyway, all jokes aside, make sure you smash the like button up. I did drop a video about Declan Rice. He gave his word to Arteta, so why are Bayern Munich talking to him? Why are his agents, his family members of his agents, talking to Bayern Munich? Go and check that video out, people. I would also have a video out about Thomas Partey, Granit Xhaka, and Mason Mount a little bit later tonight, 10 p.m. UK time. So make sure you check that out. 3 uploads a day on this channel. 1 upload minimum on Lee Reacts. Hit the link below. Sub to Lee Reacts. Drop your donations in. Hit the thanks option and make sure you are subbing to the channel because the road to 100k is motoring. We are nearly on 82,000. So come on, let's get that done, people. But Martin Odegaard has now apparently got the interest of Bayern Munich, PSG, and Real Madrid. Apparently, PSG are interested in a shock move. Why is it a shock if he's so good? With the Gunners reluctant to let their star player leave after a brilliant season in which he's played a huge part in the title push. Okay, great. That's fantastic. Bayern Munich and Real Madrid are also monitoring the situation. All right, let's just get this straight, yeah? Martin Odegaard. We've seen only in the last week or so that apparently we're going to rip up his contract that runs until 2025 with an option of 2026. So that's potentially another 3 seasons of Martin Odegaard at Arsenal if we triggered that extension. But we're going to rip that up. No, sorry, Martin, we're ripping that one up. Bosh. We're going to give you a contract until 2028 on more money. Why? Because you've won nothing. You've won one career trophy. Despite transfer market saying that he's won the Champions League twice, which he hasn't, by the way, because the first season he was in the Castilla in the reserves. He weren't even in the squad for the Champions League in 15-16, and then 16-17 he was on loan at Heerenveen. How does that work? How has he won the Champions League 2 years in a row when he weren't even in the squads? Makes no sense. The only trophy he's won was at Real Sociedad when he won the cup. So not quite sure why they've got that on their website, but it is what it is. But now we're supposed to believe that Real Madrid won him back, Bayern Munich won him, and PSG won him. Do you know what this tells me? Load of rubbish. This is just PR talk, agent talk. So when he sits down with Arsenal, he can get maximum money. This is not happening. He ain't leaving Arsenal. And he will sign a new contract at Arsenal until about 2028 on a brand new set of terms where he'll get more money. He'll probably end up with a number 10 because I think Smith Rowe will probably leave this summer, which, funny enough, I did call at the beginning of the season and was vilified for it. What do I know? I did say that it was a big season for Smith Rowe this season. And if he doesn't do anything, bin him. But you're not allowed to say that. He came through Hale End. Sack around Emil Smith Rowe. What a load of garbage. So, yeah, we'll probably sell him. Odegaard will get his number 10. All of his fanboys will be in absolute bits. There'll be tears, Vaseline, tissue. It'll be scenes, absolute scenes. There will not be a dry eye in the house if Martin Odegaard ends up with Bergkamp's number. I mean, some people are already comparing him to Bergkamp already. I mean, what is going on at this football club? But he will end up signing a new contract and he will end up getting number 10. And that'll be the next phase of the PR machine that is Martin Odegaard. They can peddle him out as the next Ozil, the next Bergkamp. He's number 10. They'll make up the song. They'll sing it. We've got our number 10 or some rubbish like that. Yeah, it's actually insane, the level of PR around this guy. You know, like I've said, this channel has been going 4.5 years. My 3rd most viewed country is Norway. And I've never seen a Norwegian in my chat or in my comments tell me that they rate Martin Odegaard. If you're Norwegian, let me know. Do you rate Odegaard? Do you rate Odegaard? Leave it in the comments section. Listen, he's had a good season. I'm not going to knock him too much. He has had a good season. But ultimately, club captain disappeared when it was most needed. You know, and he isn't scoring against the best teams in the league. He scored against Tottenham. Okay, cool. Well done, mate. Scored against Chelsea. Well, so could my nan, and she's been dead for years. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, he scored against Newcastle. I give him that one. He scored against Newcastle. Other than that, he's been scoring against Bournemouth, and teams like that. Nah, man, not for me. Not for me. I don't rate this guy very highly. But he scored 15 goals this season. Everyone's happy with him. Cool, I get it. But to give him a new contract, for what? You haven't won anything, mate. You've still got 2 years, potentially 3 years left on the current deal. Why are we signing this guy up? And people were laughing at Chelsea, by the way, when Chelsea was signing all of these players up to 7-8 year deals, death row contracts and all of that. No, everyone was taking the mick. We're going down the same route, just in a different way. Yeah, it kind of makes no sense to me whatsoever. Like, why would we sign this guy up for a new contract when he's not exactly ripping up any trees, in my opinion? Like, he's done all right, but ultimately he ain't won anything. So I don't really get it, man. It does baffle me sometimes the way this club works. You know, we signed Ramsdale up to a new contract. Why? He hasn't won anything. Like, we've signed up Gabriel Magalhaes to a new contract. You know, we signed up Gabriel Martinelli and Saka to new contracts. I kind of understand it with them, but the rest of them, no, not for me. I don't think they should be getting new contracts straight away. You know, Saka, I get it. He had a year left. Cool. Martinelli, I think, is brilliant. So, yeah, I kind of get that one as well. But at the end of the day, I think I'm going to sneeze, by the way. Blimey. Jesus Christ. Oh, my brain's come out. We're back. Sorry about the pause in play. But yeah, for me, Martin Odegaard shouldn't be getting a new contract. But all of this talk of Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, PSG, this is only to enhance his contract at Arsenal. And I think that this is something that we see quite a lot in football. Yeah, all of a sudden, new contract being available, then all of a sudden they're linked to bigger clubs or better football clubs. Yeah, and it's all a game. It's all a game. It wouldn't surprise me if somebody close to him has put this out and leaked it out. You know, maybe a journalist that he knows or a journalist that his brother knows or something like that. You know, maybe his agents put it out there. But somebody has definitely put this out there when the reality is he ain't going to PSG. He ain't going to Real Madrid. And he ain't going to end up at Bayern Munich. Let's just be straight up honest with it. If anyone's that confident he is going to go to any of these clubs, have you stuck money on it? Because I'll bet anyone right now, he ain't going to any of them three clubs. Yeah, he will still be an Arsenal player and he will sign a new contract this summer. Yeah, I'm pretty adamant of that. So here's what it is. Like I said, he's had a decent season, but ultimately it led to nothing. And irrelevant goals and irrelevant wins that ultimately lead to no trophies are exactly that, irrelevant. So it is what it is. Listen, the vibes around Arsenal are great at the moment. Fantastic. For me, I don't think we've had a great season, had an all right season, but ultimately when it mattered, we disappeared. Yeah, Man City won one game against the top 9 away from home. And this is apparently the greatest team ever to have graced the Premier League, by the way. So, yeah, it is what it is. But anyway, let me know your thoughts on Martin Odegaard. Are you an Odegaard stan? Do you think he'll get the number 10? Do you think that he is worthy of a new contract when he has 2, potentially 3 years left on his current deal? Do you think the PSG, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid do actually want him? Maybe you do. Maybe they do want him. I don't know. I'm not in that circle. I'm just going from what I'm reading and giving my opinion on it. But I'd love to know your thoughts on it. Make sure you are smashing the like button up. That always helps. Share the content around. Go and check out the stream I did with Terry Flewers earlier on today. And make sure you go and check out the video that I did about Declan Rice. He'd given his word to Arteta, but is speaking to Bayern Munich. Make sure you come back and check out the video tonight at 10 o'clock as well about Thomas Partey, Mason Mount, Granit Xhaka, etc., etc. We want you to stay, Granit. Yeah. And on that bombshell, have a wonderful evening. And we'll be doing this all over again at 10 o'clock. Adios, amigos. Ciao.